Alright, howdy folks, Farmer Devin here. I am recording this video the same day that I recorded our video about moving that windrow of compost up the hill on our property. But I just wanted to do a little update or check on the bees today. Now we're not touching anything or opening any hives, mostly just making a quick observation, seeing if they're alive and well. All 4 of the hives seem to be alive and awake, which is a good sign. Got a decent amount of activity. Now this hive has got a lot that they're cleaning out. I don't know what's going on in there. We'll be taking a look later in the spring. But you can kind of see they've got a lot of old wax or something that they're clearing out. And then a good pile of dead bodies they've removed. The dead bodies, I believe, is normal spring activity. I'm not really sure about what's going on with the wax. So we'll see what's going on when we get into them here in about a month or so. This one, we got a decent amount of dead bodies removed from the hive, and a little bit of, there's some white stuff coming out on the bottom, so I don't know if that's wax or something else getting removed, probably a similar activity. You can also see, probably on the camera a little bit, see some of that brown splotching and stuff on the front of the fabric there. That's a sign that they had some diarrhea or dysentery, which generally means they had some kind of disease pressure over the winter. You can tell in contrast that this hive does not really have the same issue. So it's a good example of why it's beneficial if you're just getting into beekeeping to have more than one hive. You'll see a lot of empty hives here. We had like 13 when we started, 14 when we moved them out here, and well, life happens and we don't have that many anymore, so we're down to about 4 right now. Be buying more in the spring. This hive has got probably the least amount of dead bodies in front of it, not a whole lot of stuff coming out of the hive, so that doesn't really tell me definitively that there's nothing bad going on with this hive, but it's a good sign in my opinion. If memory serves, this particular hive, when I put the bees in here and added the package to the hive, this hive had a lot of resources in it. So these bees probably started off really strong and had a lot of resources to go off of. So they probably didn't struggle quite as bad as my thinking. I'm uncertain about that, but that's my guess. And these guys, you can tell that they've been cleaning house, some dead bodies out front, and a little bit of wax built up on the front of the bottom board there, and other parts and pieces from the hive. But nothing that really concerns me greatly here. I'm not really, the most experienced beekeeper in the world. Maybe if you've done some more beekeeping, you can let me know what you think. But generally, not feeling too bad about this. A little hopeful and hoping to see some more good stuff when we get into them in about a month or so. That trailer, by the way, that was in the video with the compost that you probably looked at yesterday or the day before, whenever I published those. That is where I'm hoping to mount all of these bees here, and I don't know, another month or 2 before they start gaining weight on the hive again while it's still nice and light. Hoping to get them moved onto that trailer, and then as the summer progresses, we'll build a shade structure over them and something to protect them from the wind next winter, and then it'll give them just a little more of a leg up in our harsh environments here. You can tell it's not even all that windy today, but there is some wind that they're exposed to, as you can tell by the grass moving down here, and they're just always exposed to wind out here. It's just part of being in Wyoming and out here in the middle of the prairie. But we're going to do a little bit to help mitigate that, and still uncertain whether or not we're going to be moving bees to a different location this summer or in the next year or 2 after this summer. I might give it another year and see how they do out here after helping them out, but for now, we'll at least move them to that trailer, and hopefully these 4 continue to do good. We'll buy another 5 or so this year, go up to about 9 or 10, depending on whether or not we get any swarms. And hopefully this apiary continues to grow and we get some more honey again, because our honey is a very popular product. All right, thanks again for watching, guys. It's about 5 minutes of me BSing, and enjoy some of the view and the beautiful blue skies of Wyoming.